name is Wade Whitney, and I'm the principal of the absolute best high school in the entire state of Mississippi. And I want to welcome everyone back to the new and improved version of GCLive.
Softball season. Okay. Hey, we're here with the softball coach at George County High School, and we're just going to ask him a few questions about this softball season. Morning.
Morning.
So, what has been the key to a successful win this season?
Teamwork, leadership. We've got a good group of young ladies that are experienced, and with that teamwork and leadership, we've done well this year.
Okay. What is something that has been an obstacle this season?
I really don't think we've had anything that's really been an obstacle. If I had to say something, I'd say just trying to get the young ladies to believe in themselves and understand that they're very capable of winning this, and so just to get them to believe in themselves, I guess.
What is the best thing about the George County softball program?
The dedication of the ladies and the support that we have from fans and the student body and everything. That's, to me, that's probably the best thing about the program.
All right, thank you. On another note, our band has worked their tails off this competition season. Let's discuss how they were burning hot this competition. Hey, I'm here with Kendra and Legan, and we're going to talk about the band. Okay, what did you do to prepare for a competition?
Every day we practice from the beginning of football. We practice like every single day after school too. And on Saturdays before competition, we go there early in the morning and practice until we get out the bus.
Okay. So, how many hours do y'all practice a day?
On many countless hours, I think. But on average, we practice like 3 to 4 hours every day of every week for about 2 to 2.5 months.
Okay. So, how do y'all feel about the results of the competition?
I'm pretty happy with them because Cook, I got superior ratings on every competition.
And for the band, I think we could have gotten just a little bit higher, because even though we got a rating of excellence, I still think the band deserved more for all the work that they had put in, and with the final result, I think the score did not reflect our actual result.
Okay, thank you.
Rebel time has been a discussion ever since the beginning of school this year. This week I had some time to sit down with a few teachers and some students and get their opinions of it.
Justice Havens, we're doing opinions on Rebel time. Do you feel like this is helpful from a student perspective?
Yes, I do, because right now I have ACT prep, and that helps us a lot, just going over things, telling us different things we need to do, different tricks, to the test, basically.
Okay. And what are some of the cons about Rebel time, things you don't like?
Well, it kind of takes time from your regular classes.
Mm-hmm.
If you have really important classes, it takes 10 minutes of that class.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I understand. And do you think after you leave, since you're a senior this year, do you think it would be good for classes behind you, juniors back? You think it'd be good to continue it on?
Yes, I do, because some people, like right now, I'm able to have ACT prep during that time, and if you have football and stuff, you can't actually take the ACT prep class in different situations, and now you're able to do that, and for people I know can make up tests and work on homework and different things like that.
All right, thank you for your time. Here with Carly Pope doing opinions on Rebel time. Do you feel like this is helpful from a student perspective?
I think that it's very helpful because if a student is out sick and misses a class or a test, then they can make it up during Rebel time.
Okay. What are some of the cons about Rebel time?
I personally think that Rebel time is a good idea, but it may not be good for the teachers because they're missing teaching time.
Okay. Do you feel like we should continue this on to the next few years?
Yes, I think that it should be continued because it's the most effective way to make sure that the students are getting everything they need.
All right, thank you.
The football team will be in action this Friday night against Ocean Springs. Me and some coaches and some players got some time to sit down and talk about how they think the game's going to go Friday night. So how do you
you think the team's practicing this week in preparation for Ocean Springs?
I thought we had a good practice yesterday.
Yes, sir.
You know, Mondays are so critical to our total week output because that's when we install game plans. And, you know, every week's different because you gotta do what they do. You gotta defend what they do, and not everybody does everything the same way. So Mondays are really important for us to watch film, to do what we call walkthroughs, to where we just line up in their formations and make sure that we got everything covered, and just install the game plan. We'll see today in Tuesday's practice if we did what we were supposed to yesterday. And when we go live today and have it on film, and we can look back on film after practice, and we see that game plan installed, then we feel pretty good about going into Wednesday, which really makes us feel good about Friday.
Yes. So do you think if the team continues with the effort they're giving, such as they did Monday, you think they're going to show out Friday?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Now, we've seen where we've progressed defensively since the season started, and it has never been an issue of talent. It's just been getting guys in the right spots and doing the right things, and buying into what we're doing. And in the last month, that's really happened, and it's shown up big time in the last 2 games.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Cody.
Okay, Colby Testicle, middle linebacker, talking about the defense. Compared to how we played Friday night with the Iberville, do you think we'll compare good to Ocean Springs this Friday?
I think we have a good productive practice. We can stay with the flow that we got going on. I think we found our groove defensively. We got a bunch of guys that switch out on offense and some younger guys that get their time, you know. And when they get in there, we make the most of it. We had 3 turnovers, I think, Friday night, and if we can get at least 2, I think we got a pretty good chance of running the table this year.
All right, thank you. Tyrese Frappo, talking about the offense. Compared to how offense played last Friday night, how do you think they'll play against Ocean Springs this Friday?
Well, I feel like we played a great game Friday. We only made a few mistakes. This week we're going to try to capitalize on the mistakes and go out and have a good game. My offense is capable of putting up 70 points a game. We got a lot of playmakers on offense. We got a good O-line. I feel like we got a great chance Friday.
All right. Thank you, King, offensive coordinator. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to another great day of education. The absolute best high school in the entire state of Mississippi. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So compared to how the offense played last week against the Iberville, do you think they'll play the same or better this week against Ocean Springs?
It's kind of hard to tell, you know, when we go into a ball game, we're pretty unique in what we do, so people tend to give us a different look than what we've seen on film. So I'd like to think that that's the reason why from time to time we get off to a slow start, but with our tempo and with the way we spread the ball around and run the defense from sideline to sideline, sometimes that helps us wear teams down and figure out what we need to do to take advantage of what they're showing us.
So y'all think y'all got a pretty good idea of what Ocean Springs is going to bring y'all?
I think so. We're a doubles and trips kind of spread team. We don't run a tight end or a fullback, so there's only so many ways that you can defend what we do. So with that being said, whatever look they give us, there's a good chance we probably have seen something similar to that this late in the season. As many games as we played up to this point. So.
All right. Well, we hope for a win Friday night. Thank you. Coach Caldwell, head coach. I just got to say that. Start off with. Okay. So tell us a little bit about practice this week and how you think the game's going to go Friday.
Well, I think we've prepared well so far this week.
Yes.
You know, we've got to get a little more locked in mentally with our assignments and stuff. We got to really spent some more time this week on our special teams, trying to make sure we're a little better in that area. We've kind of had some special teams breakdowns the past 2 weeks. You know, I think Friday, if we go execute, you know, do the things we're supposed to do, you know, I think we have a good chance to win the ball game. You know, I don't know how it's going to go once it's kicked off, but I know if we do what we're supposed to, and we do those things we talk about all the time, play with relentless effort, as long as it takes, play with great attitudes and play hard for each other, I think we have a pretty good chance.
Yes, sir. I went out to the barn this week and had the chance to talk to some of Mr. Mack's students about the events that's going on in the pumpkin patch. Let's hear from them. Awesome. Tell us a little bit about the pumpkin patch.
Okay, the Career and Technical Education puts on the pumpkin patch. It lasts for 9 days from October 18th to October 28th. There's 5 different elementary schools that will come and 2 different preschools.
various activities like a hayride, a storytime wagon, you get to plant a pumpkin, you get to take the pumpkin home, puppet show, face painting, hand washing, and you get your picture taken.
That's right. And how many days is it going to last?
9.
All right.
Each week I'll spotlight interview a CTE class. And this week I interviewed the Health Science Department. Let's take a walk into the classroom of the Health Science students. Good morning. I'm here with Ms. Weiss this morning in the Health and Science Department. And we just want to interview you and ask you how it's going this year. So how long have you been teaching the Health and Science program here at George County High School?
I've been here since 2013.
What are some activities that you do to help persuade the students to stay in the medical field?
We do a 9th grade tour with the STEM class to where they'll come in here and each of the students will have an activity to go on. They do CPR. We have Jerry and Carrie here, which they'll end up doing a catheter on the male patient. We actually have one of our students, and she gives birth over here, pretend birth, but it kind of brings up the, how it would happen. And then we have Carrie here, and then normally they end up doing an IV on her, cardiac arrest. We'll have a section over there to where they actually have little skin models to where they actually can do a TB test. They'll actually give shots.
I interviewed senior Felicity Slater about the Fall FCA Youth Rally that is taking place on October 23rd. Let's take a look at my interview to see what to expect. Good morning. I'm interviewing Felicity Slater about our Fall FCA Rally. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going to be going on October 23rd?
October 23rd, Brian Bosworth is going to be here at the stadium at 2:45 giving his testimony, and also me and John G are going to be performing, so you guys don't want to miss it.
Thank you, Felicity.
No problem.
Last but not least, this week I got the opportunity to introduce Coach Jason McDonald. Coach McDonald is a former graduate of George County High School, and he has now returned home to his roots. Good morning. For the Teacher Spotlight of the Week, we're interviewing Coach McDonald. We have a few questions for you. For the first question, do you think that college prepared you for the real-life classroom?
Yeah, I'd say absolutely. I had some really good teachers in college, some good professors that held me accountable and challenged us all every day. And so when I transitioned from student to teacher, it was pretty comfortable, pretty easy transition.
That's good. Did you ever think that you would teach at the school that you graduated from?
If you'd asked me that when I was in high school, I'd have said no, but you figure out once you leave, you see what all else is out there, there's really no place like home. So during college, I was really looking forward to hopefully coming back here where it all started, so yeah.
How has school changed since you graduated?
I would say the student involvement is a lot, I guess, better nowadays. I mean, whether it's a volleyball game or a softball games or the student sections of football games, all the students really seem involved, and that just boosts the morale of the whole school. So that's really different from when I was here.
What advice would you give any student that plans to major in education?
If it's truly what you want to do, don't let people talk you out of it, because they'll try and say, oh, you don't need to do that, you don't need to do that, it's not worth it, it's too stressful. But if it's truly what you enjoy and truly what you think you love doing, then don't let anybody tell you different, because it really is the best job in the world.
Thank you, Coach.
And that's all we have for this week.
We'll see you next Friday.
And that's what's popping.
Hello. I am not part of the GCLive News Anchors. I have one last thing to cover before this video is over. As some of you may know, the school is having a hot trail during the Halloween season. I personally interviewed singer band member who was a part of this event. Let's see what she had to say.
So I'm here today with Annie Hellman, and I'm going to interview her about the haunted trail for the school.
Hi.
Hi. Can you tell me exactly what the dates are for the haunted trail?
It'll be October 27th, 29th, and the 31st.
Okay, and what will people expect when they get to the haunted trail?
We're going to have 2 gates. One is going to be at the pavilion off of Main Street. It's going to be at the Greenway. And the other one's going to be at the railroad, Special Park. And you're going to go in and you're going to be put in groups. And you're going to be taken through the trail with 2 of the band members. And hopefully we spook you.
Okay, thank you.